Let's go over your basic isometric front plank. And again, this is one of those fundamental movements, seems like low level, but there's a lot of ways that we can make these small adjustments to help you to utilize your core better and maximize the benefit that you're getting from your front planks. So let's go over setup first. We want to stay nice and straight. Essentially, your body should be looking like you're standing nice and straight with your forearms right in front of you, and that's what's supporting your upper body on the ground. So the thing that I want to emphasize is that don't come out of neutral spine, keep that head in line with your body, but also your lower body. We need your knees and your hips nice and straight. When you start to bend your knees and your hips, you're getting other muscles to help you out down that front line, and you're not isolating or using your core as efficiently as you could. So what we want to do is keep our whole body nice and straight. You are going to place your forearms on the ground. I always like to have your forearms parallel, hands apart, so that we can create some good shoulder stability without getting too much chest, maybe lats, and other things that round your shoulder to help you out in that plank. We want to be a nice open chest. Use your shoulder stabilizers in a good way without getting all rounded and starting to cave your chest in. So again, forearms on the ground. You can either make fists, you can have your hands flat on the ground. Either way, I want you to be nice and stable in your shoulders. So good tension, trying to pull down your elbows with your lats a little bit. Your feet are gonna be relatively narrow. I always like to say not touching and pressing together, a little bit apart, but inside hip width apart. From here, nice and straight body. Tuck that chin so that your head is in a straight line, cervical spine nice and neutral. And again, I'm trying to straighten my knees and my hips and keep that neutral spine. Trying to counteract any anterior pelvic tilt and low back sagging, trying to keep everything nice and straight. Also in my T-spine, I'm trying to keep that normal neutral spine without caving in too much, so nice and tall there. And I am going to focus on building that stability and trying to breathe and control my breathing and breathe normally. In this position, I'm also trying to not only pull my belly button up towards my spine and keep that bracing, I'm trying to squeeze my glutes to straighten out my hips more and keeping my knees nice and straight. My upper body, my shoulders, just trying to have it neutral. I don't coach a lot of protraction because then I think you get a lot of chest and lats to really compensate for your lack of core stability. So I want it nice and neutral. I don't want it retracted either. Just a nice neutral shoulder girdle. And I think that helps you to isolate your core section a little bit more. And the last couple things is think about using your abs to really lift and suspend your body. That is really what you're trying to do in the plank. You're using your core to create a suspension system between the contact points of the ground, your toes and your arms. The more that you can use your core to try to lift the midsection of your body, the better. Without coming out of position, without creating a mountain position, lifting up your hips or creating that lumbar flexion type of position. You want to just have that feeling in your mind while you're staying neutral. When you do that, you'll take off some of the weight on your shoulders and your arms and on your feet because you are going to be using your muscles to suspend the middle of your body instead of pushing so hard into the ground. And that's what we want to do with the plank. Really isolate that core, make sure that you can do it in the right way, the right position, and also control your breathing again. Don't create core stability by trying to hold your breath. And when you do all of these things, that is really how you'll maximize the benefit out of your front planks.